Citizen, the introduction. The purpose of visa, you can see on the screen. It proposed to connect the world through the most secure, reliable, and innovative digital payment network. When business and to expand its market in Vietnam, the Visa play pivotal role as required and enabling tool for business activity to process smooth, legal and effective. The member of Visa in this project include ensuring the legal risk, presence of key personnel. Secondly, creating favorable condition for business and investment activities. Thirdly, it ensure legal compliance and minimize risk. Third, only the attract and retain talent. About side of Visa is first about value. Visa has touched 33.62 billion dollar in 31 March 2025, and you can see on the screen here 32.5 billion dollar in 2023. It increased 10% year. And it increased 10% year. So you can see it is a big money of revenue and employees, because Visa Utilization Payment Card Service Corporation and Expand Card Payment Service. In many other companies, there are a lot of employees working in the Visa field, so this information will estimate during the research. About market cap, Visa company have touched 700 to 720 billion. So it's now the one of the world largest market cap capitalized company. About your event. Visa has grown my leader at both Arthur F. Kelly Jr. is the CEO and the chair of the board director, and Brian McLean is the current CEO of Visa, and Miss Đặng Thị Dung is the current board of country manager for Visa in Vietnam and Laos. Next is
I'm Pascal, and it's going to be Min and Mo presentation.
The first factor for baseball is political. Vietnam has a platform government and supporting for Visa long-term operation. The boost for cashless society from 2021 to 2025. Create a broad opportunity for digital payments. Trade deals like CPTPP and RCEP and EVFTA, push tourism and cross-border transaction. However, Visa must complete DC 52 in 2024 for all international payment reporting and to maintain trust. The second factor is environment. The fourth factor is economic factor. Vietnam economy is rising fast with 7.09 GDP from in 2024 and 4,700 dollars for average income. More people can afford Visa income. Visa cost and short export in industry route increase demand for international payment low, and second is low inflation, about 63 support spending is cost using. The third is social factor. Vietnam is young, tech-savvy population refers from smartphone and digital payment, ideal for Visa mobile and QR staging. However, cost into common in rural areas and among older people. Visa should promote education in simple products like repair car, and they can derive in online shopping. Contactless payment also benefits Visa.
Okay, for my part, I will talk about environment factors. So nowadays, when people are starting to use Visa, they can use the online system instead of using cash. And I think it's really good about the world because like we don't have to depend on the paper, natural papers too much anymore. Only use Visa. So that is very good for the environmental part. You know, in the past, when we use cash all the time, we have to focus on keeping the currency there. But now, when we have Visa, we can use it very well. About the technological factor, nowadays the governments and a lot of multinational companies, they are supporting to use Visa so that they can, they can transform it into the digital government, like e-governments. And governments can try to grow the fintech technology, and also a lot of different multinational companies, like I say, is collaborating together with Visa. So for the last one, for the legal sectors, even though Visa is very encouraged nowadays, it still struggles to follow privacy data of all the users. So these are our explanation of the 6 PSTO pastel theory for our next president.
So after we just have a pastel analysis, so they just talk about the positive one, so I'm going to talk about the issues is a negative one. So we got 2 issues. First one is operation and human resource. Even though Vietnam has created Vietnamese government, they have created many laws that such as cyber security law or network information security law, but there still remain no civilized legal framework that correctly govern modern form of digital transaction fraud. So it's going to be lead to 2 options. The first one is customer vulnerable due to weak RDB system that normally people just use OTP pays on SMS. That means one-time password for transaction authentication, which poses multi-security weakness because of many online they use card that which is not present. The transaction is going to be rely on OTP. Criminal can easily execute unauthorized payment once they acquire user credential. So it's going to lead to Visa and partner banks face increasing change bar and disclosure and reputational risk. And so the solution for them is going to be they have to migrate from SMS OTP to advanced multi-factor authentication. That means MFA, and they should establish an international fraud transaction data exchange merchandising. And the second issues is human resource issues. So we rely on political and economic in the pastel analysis. There's 2 things that the human resource have problem. The first one is administrative delay on work permit for expatriates, and the second one is limited local talent and rising recruitment costs. So more specific, in Vietnam, they have to face with more than 150,000 ID, which means professional and specifically in high-end demand sector, such as machine learning or maybe cyber security as well, and the fintech and digital payment system. So they have to cross a border, secure and aggressively attract Vietnamese tech talent to work for remotely or relocate abroad, and they have to spend a lot of money to require some good people. So the option for them to solve the problem is simplified expatriate onboarding and local talent transfer, and build a strategy talent, the university industry alliance. Yeah. And the next one is gonna be for for the conclusion.
To conclude, Visa is building a simple, practical, and inclusive finance system. We offer self-justice service related to local need for pastel by focusing on fintech, digital inclusion, and sustainability. Visa is shaping the future of global finance. In short, Visa is the universal, smart, and inclusive financial solution guided by local insight and global innovation.